Okay, we are live. Setting up the chat, loading up my world, and the sun's going down. Great start. This is Poppasteves here, and title of my video today is Why I Do and What I Do. By rights it should have been What I Do and Why I Do It, but that just sounded funny. Kind of wanted to sort of introduce myself and tell you exactly what my channel's all about, and get into what I build and how I play the game and all the rest of that good stuff. So, first of all, I'm Poppasteves. I've earned the title of Papa 10 times over. And my name is Steve. I am old. Wear a cardigan after all. Yep, gray hair. And glasses too. I've been, playing Minecraft forever. And I do believe there is different types of players. Anybody ever watch Mumbo Jumbo? He has an excellent video on different Minecraft styles and gameplay. If I had to be in one of the categories, I would definitely be in the gadget building, machine building. I so enjoy building large farms, mob farms, gold farms, working out the mechanics of it, how the game works, how to get iron golems to spawn, how to get creepers to spawn, play with different ideas and different locations. I generally always try to get out over water. I did pick this spawn because of the location. I wanted to be close to an ocean, large body of water somewhere. Use this as my main transportation when I needed villagers and such. Needed to find that spruce wood, different trees, vegetables. I used the boat. Went around the shoreline till I found what I needed. That was the easiest way, and the safest way. My first house kind of blends in over there, but it's a 3-block high dirt wall around the bed. I do not get fancy with my first house. I get busy and start building my dreams. So what day am I on? So it's been 665 days since that first spawn time. I have put in some trees. I got the old dark oak and pale oak and spruce. Love the spruce. And then your basic farms. Got myself set up. There is a quarry where I can go and mine stone and diamonds and other precious goods. I decided this time, I've played this game so much, I often build this big structure and then I try to fit farms and stuff inside of it. I kind of thought I would take this time and build the insides first. And then once I got that all built, then I'll put a structure around the outside. And see what our castle ends up looking like. Different sections based on my needs. So that takes care of the early days and work my way out here. First things first, I make this mob farm. Made so many of these mob farms. Just a big box with a tube where the mobs spawn in up there, fall down the tube, land here, and I can smack them with a sword. Gathering XP and all kinds of early game loot. First armor came from here. Okay. Modified it a little bit. Added some pistons to it on the sides. This allows me to close the sides off. This was so when a zombified villager fell into this chamber, I could isolate him and then cure him and put him into my chamber here, our trading hall for our iron golems. Next thing I did was, well, iron. We needed iron. Get iron, we needed villagers. Use this to get my, to cure my villagers. So I have to worry about zombifying them. And I got this really bright idea. I don't know why. But I thought it would be a good idea if I was to make a really big iron farm. I have 100 villagers in here, all standing on top of their workstations. It's kind of hard to see, but their workstations are there. They stand on top of them all the way around. I always start with these Fletcher guys. Fletcher guys are great. They buy sticks, easy to get sticks. Spruce, cut down spruce, get a ton of sticks. Until I get the one I want. Yeah, hit him. This one. He sells arrows of weakness. Once I got that trade, I was able to cure the zombified villagers that fall into the mob trap. Well, we'd also need gold, which leads me to the next farm. These guys are short because the workstation they're standing on isn't. You guys are the stone cutters, eh? Yeah, they are stone masons, but they're standing on top of the spinning saw blade. These guys are great. I'll get my blocks of quartz. Something I suppose I should mention is, with my channel, I do most of this stuff live. I figure things out, I build things, I make mistakes, a lot of blunders. Not a lot. Okay, quite a few, but I do it live. And I also play absolute vanilla Minecraft. No mods, no texture packs, nothing fancy. Oh my goodness. That's not running anymore, right? No. If you have the game of Minecraft, you have the same version I do. I have not modified it anyways, or used mods. Don't very seldom do. I have played Skyblock, I must admit. But for the most part, this is vanilla Minecraft. Anything I do, so can everybody else. With my 100 villagers in here, I am able to get my 1 pumpkin emerald trade and my 1 melon emerald trade. For these guys, allowed me to make a couple pumpkin and melon farms over there that have a ton of melons. I can easily trade with these fine gentlemen or villagers and get a ton of emeralds. Golden carrots too. Then I come along and just like a shopping mall, depending on whatever I want, if I want to buy some stone from these guys, or I haven't traded with you much, but these guys are selling stew, whatever kind of food you want. These guys will sell beds, just get them loaded up, and so on. They all have these different trades. I can buy campfires now. So cool. Also, all my tools and weapons I can buy from the emeralds from my pumpkins and melons. So I don't have to mine diamonds anymore. I have all diamond swords, diamond axes, various enchantments on them. The prices do get high. I don't zombify these guys because I really only buy one or two. Once I get mending on my sword, I don't need another sword. Works great. And all the librarians, so it'll give me the enchantments, all the fancy enchantments I need, but also sell me like lanterns and glass and all kinds of good stuff. Armor too. I get all my armor from these guys. And my favorite, the clerics, they sell me all that redstones and glowstones, ender pearls. Oh, and lapis too. There's rain go away, please. I'd like the rain to go away. Please. Thank you. So that's the iron farm. My 100 villagers. The iron golems spawn in just like that. They get pressed with water streams, push the iron golem into the central kill chamber. Over here, the next thing I built was, because I wanted to cure the zombified villagers here, was gold farm. Gold farm is quite large. There's 3 portals. You flip the lever over here and turn it on, and the old zombified piglins start spawning in. Next thing you know, there's a ton of gold flowing. And XP. What am I at? 116. You work so hard at the beginning of the game trying to get wood and a bed and stuff, and now I'm running around with 116 XP. So yeah, this gets a little crazy. What are you guys fighting? Something fell in. And this is where we will collect our gold. You can see they drop gold. Gold will eventually get picked up and will float into the system. These things are, this is a very dangerous machine. Anybody that builds this machine, be able to turn it off. You just turn this machine on and let it run, it'll kill the game. It'll just lock everything up so bad. Now, I don't mind that it leaves 1 or 2 portals still active up there. It's not flashing, but they can still spawn in, and they do. But nothing they can't handle. Now again, all the drops, didn't pick up anything, drop and go down below. Simple stone generator. Pistons and lava source, water source, flowing lava, flowing water. We make stone. pistons. As long as you don't make the pistons run too fast, it'll always make stone. You occasionally get some cobblestone in it. Currently I'm using my fortune pickaxe, so I'm just getting cobble. But I also need cobble too. See, there's a cobble that generated. But for the most part, super simple. Sides are wood, so my pickaxe don't smash out when I'm getting aggressive with my pickaxe. Pumpkin farms and melon farms. I don't know about you, but I always make things too big. Simple farm, but there's 64 stems. There's minecarts that roll underneath them and pick up any that get harvested. And eventually, you get so many. And again, another machine. Gotta be careful. Leave this stuff on, it generates lag. So there, we covered the gold farm, iron farm, got some melons. We're doing our trading hall, or I like to call it the shopping mall. And now I got this monstrosity up here. It's creeper farm. It's directly above the iron farm. The central hole for the iron golems that fall into is 5x5 hole, and the central hole that the creepers fall through is a 3x3 hole. It's also, you can see, separated. Can I get up there and see that? There, yeah. See, it's separated. So that eliminates any spiders. Once a spider falls in the iron golem, if a spider falls in, then they can't get back out. And they don't become an issue. Very simple, and no problems with the iron golems and creepers. They don't bother each other, and creepers don't get angry, and we got great source for gunpowder and iron, all in one spot. Again, my whole idea here is to try and jam all these farms in together in a central location, and then have all their drops, everything they get from these guys, all going down to the same location, or close. Still have a lot of work here, but I'll get into what my plans are for the future later. Let's get into how I process all the drops that we get. So like I said, the iron farm and the creeper farm drop into the same kill chamber right there. I use magma. Yes, it's slow, but works very well, especially the creepers. I may have not put the creeper farm high enough. I think I would like it a couple more blocks higher. Then the creepers are pretty much done. They don't die from fall damage, but they're right there. Which one would fall in? One thing, because all these farms are so close together, that there's like a mob cap or something. You're only allowed to have so many mobs running around at the same time, which is a good thing, because we wouldn't want millions of them all over the place. Okay. Iron golems are pretty steady. I've had it up so that there was like 8 iron golems in there all at one time. You're supposed to get, for every 10 villager, you get an iron golem, but I haven't seen 10 iron golems yet. Why aren't we getting creepers? Because we're live? There's a creeper. And another. So yeah, I wouldn't mind shortening up their time a little bit. But They work great with the magma. The fall could be a little further. The iron golems don't take fall damage no matter how far you put them up there, and they do take a while to take out this way. If you use a lava blade, yes, you'll get a lot more iron, but holy cow, I get a lot of iron. I don't know if I need any more. It's pretty active farm. Okay, let's start looking at where our stuff is going here. Iron golems. See, spiders, they don't do well. Iron golems float in consistently. And this farm could be getting full again, so they get taken up. So, who knows? Not the best system, but it works well. Here's our iron processing plant. We get a number of different things from this farm. We get the poppies, the iron, string, and gunpowder. We also get weird things, like sometimes the wandering trader gets in there and he drops stuff, or, you know, arrows, whatever. There's sometimes just random stuff gets put in there. Oh, squid. You get ink sacs from the thing. So because of these copper golem guys, whatever comes through into this copper chest, these little copper guys are going to grab it and try to find a spot to put it. They'll always put iron in there. You can see he's got string now, and this is the one that's got string, so he'll make his way around. They're not the quickest, the guys. Not the fastest of systems, but I kind of like it. Started decorating. Getting there. Look at this corner. This corner still needs work. Another day has passed. So there he has iron, and he will throw it in. Okay, so I got all kinds of iron and gunpowder and poppies all stored away here. There's no use in having a super huge iron farm, creeper farm, gunpowder, if you don't use it. Well, I have all these copper flowing in, or iron flowing in. Got these little copper golem guys working their little copper hearts out, putting my stuff away. I have to make sure that this chest never gets full. It has to have some in it, so the copper golem knows where to put it, but we don't want it to overflow. These guys always need a place to put it. They need to know what goes in it and where they're supposed to put it. So what it done, made up a little circuit over here. Get up here. The monitors how much. I use a comparator. The monitors how much items are in the chest. Puts out a redstone signal. When the redstone signal reaches a piston, it unlocks the hopper that's below that chest and allows items to flow out. When the level starts getting lower, comparator will read that, shorten up our signal strength, and turn the piston back off and stop items from coming out. So these three all have that same system. The iron, I just made it longer so that more iron stays in the chest. Yeah, I'm thinking I might need to have a spot there for the iron. So, next stage of the system, I think you're getting the idea. I like to build machines. I like to try to build this and get things all working together in sync. well, I should say try try to put everything together. Every day is a learning experience. My minecart system here is set up, subtraction, to monitor this hopper. This hopper has to have, I believe it's 46 is the number, 46 ingots in it before it'll ship the minecart off that's actually full. I set it up that way so that I'm guaranteed that it's going to deposit an iron ingot in every location. I didn't want it to always be short and only filling up the first few segments of our machine. Iron source actually travels quite a ways and fills a few, I suppose you call them farms. Yeah, and there he goes. It will go along, deposit iron into each of the farms, and then come back and wait for 46 again. Gunpowder works exact same. So, for some reason, gunpowder's right low. Get rid of that. Yeah, our gunpowder works exact same way. So once it reads 46 items in here, the comparator reads that, sends the signal around, and powers that block and sends that minecart off. So the cart comes back, items flow out of our hopper, and the comparator loses signal strength, unpowering, making the cart stop. Okay, our first system here. Like I said, I got a ton of iron. I made a huge iron farm that constantly pumps out iron. So, kind of important that I use this stuff. So this is what I plan on doing. This is how I deal with it. Why I built such a big iron farm? So I can build automatic crafters, automatic systems, where I'll take the bamboo sticks and I'll make the bamboo blocks. And then I take the bamboo blocks and I make the bamboo planks. From the bamboo planks, I put them into this crafter to make the chest. Then that chest falls into a series of droppers and we don't have any chests right now, and we're accumulating iron. But once a chest falls into this system, it tells the system, okay, we have all the ingredients to craft our hoppers. Craft a hopper. And they go through a line right here, and once it does craft them, place them in the chest over here. I'm still under construction. Okay, so that's the first farm that our iron surplus has to satisfy and keep iron in. There is a bamboo farm up there. There was a time that I had a lot more bamboo flowing into the system, and I was producing way too many chests for the amount of iron I was getting. So I've cut down on the bamboo production, but I think I've cut down too much. So I'm going to have to make adjustments. That's what I love about the game. I just find a problem, solve the problem, find solutions for the problem. If things don't work, try something else. So what actually happens here is that once something gets in here, like a chest, do I have a chest? Oh, I do have a chest. So once a chest goes into here, it will produce a pulse that goes around here, really hard to show you, that signals all those droppers to drop one item into the hopper line, the flow down into this final crafter, and also it will send the signal to the crafter to craft whatever's in it, in this case a hopper. I've got that pre-loaded with everything it needs. This will, oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do. Oh no. Breaking things. How's that? Thank you. Got into panic mode there. Once you get this thing set up, you don't want to mess with it. Okay, but you have to have the ingredients for what you want to craft. So every time we are loaded with all the items that we need, then it will craft an item. I also bring the iron down here, right here, where I have access to a crafter. Currently, I'm just allowing the iron to fill up in here and craft into iron blocks. But I also leave access to the crafter because I want a bunch of these iron bars for a project I have plans for, and I need a bunch of doors too. So it makes it nice that I can just adjust the recipe here, and whatever iron product I want, I can get quantity of. I have a similar farm. I guess you call it a farm. Again, I have bamboo up there, the craft sticks, and my minecart with iron. Fill the same sort of hopper line I do with the hopper crafter, but this time we craft rails. So I easily get all the rails I need. I had to put in a little shut-off system so that because I was getting a ton. I have so many. So those were the first farms. Getting to night again. Holy cow. Those were the first two farms eating up my iron. I had a lot of surplus iron, and I used the iron to fill those 3 farms, and I got lots of iron. No shortage of irons. Poppy's easiest farm in the world. Run it through a composter. Converts all the poppies to bone meal. Got a little stash of bone meal here at the bottom of the stairs. Then we want to talk the gunpowder. Made that huge creeper farm, and it produces. It was a lot of work. It was well worth the effort, though. It's big. It's way up there. Yeah, that up there. Produces my gunpowder. It comes into this. Like I said, I like building machines. I like that. How Minecraft allows you to work out logic and come up with solutions and come up with, why is this guy in my sugarcane farm? What are you doing? Do you know those pistons are going to come out and smack you? Probably already have. This one I built kind of smart. I put in some safety things with this one. Overflow protection, I guess you call it. So I have a little sugarcane farm. It's mirrored on the other side. You see there's another cart. More sugarcane over there. Okay, these guys, you're going to bust the leads and drop them into my farm, aren't you? Anyhow. Basic sugarcane farm. Sugarcane comes out, falls into this chest. I took a hopper. I took a comparator. Reads how many items are in this chest. Currently none. And that's why it's off. But if that chest was to fill up, the signal strength will increase, eventually powering this repeater, which will power this line and extend all the pistons and basically stop all growth of any sugarcane. So if this chest gets too full, it'll turn off production. Now, anyone who's ever done work with a crafter, now the problem with the crafter is overflowing all the time. Our farms work too good. We produce way too much sugarcane for what the crafter can handle. It gets overflowed and then it stops working. So what I do to solve that problem is I use a dropper with a dedicated clock that just pulses the dropper ever so often, giving a steady flow of items entering into the crafter. That way the crafter has lots of time to fill up, craft, be ready for when the next item goes through. If I speed up the clock, I can overflow it again. I play it safe. We don't produce that much sugarcane, and we really don't need to. I think I can show you. We are now starting to get backed up with paper. It says little tiny farm outproduces the gunpowder that gets sent over here to craft our rockets. Oh, look at this. We've got a mess already. One there. And 1, 2, 3. How come you did not craft? Uh-oh. My machine is broken. What is going on? Oh, I see what's broken. Is that you don't have any gunpowder in you. That's why it's not working. I don't understand why it was constantly getting out of sync like it is now. I should be doing it like this. There. Now it's in sync. Get everything out of it. Poof. Again, panic mode. So that's my rocket farm. Sugarcane. Auto-crafted into paper. Lots of paper. Fed into a crafter. Oh, I should turn that on too. So if I want to make level 3 rockets, I can. Currently, I am not. And currently I have a lot of rockets. Then I have my wing jet. Makes it kind of tempting to go get my wings, but I haven't. Not dealt with the dragon. I haven't found a stronghold yet. I do have Eyes of Ender. That's not a problem. But look, there we are. We got our. That's my solution to my surplus gunpowder issues I have, because my creeper farm works so well. The next station I went for here was TNT. I wanted to build a machine that I could just come over here into this chest and just throw in sand. Put in 4 stacks of sand, and I'll end up getting a stack of TNT right here. Kind of like a vending machine. Instead of coming up here and having to put quarters or dollars in, you put sand in, and you get TNT. Put anything else in, you'll break my machine, so don't. This machine got a little more complicated. It uses a server line. When this copper ball changes state, this observer notices it, transfers that to each of the following observers. The observer in there observes this observer and sends a signal to a dropper that drops an item into the hopper line in the exact order that we want for us to make TNT. So it has to be really short. Sand. We got sand in all of them. Yeah, except this one. Interesting why that happens. Oh no, that's not sand. That's gunpowder. It's this one dispenser is missing. Yeah. So put 2 in there. It should flow through. System work, or is this system broke too? This is Poppasteves showing you how to break all your systems. No, they all. Except this one. Oh yeah, he's only got 1 in him, so if I put 1 in here. That should now, there's a bunch that are short. So as I get more gunpowder from over there, it follows a minecart. That minecart will follow the track and fill the appropriate hoppers. And that's how I'm crafting my TNT with the use of my surplus of gunpowder. Trying to automate everything. Directly above us, right up there, it's a gold farm. That's where all our gold is. It's where we the 3 huge portals. up there, which all drops into this chamber. Hey guys, I don't have anything for you, but I will go to bed. This is a gold processing plant. So the gold comes in, flows into the copper chest here. Currently there's nothing in it. Okay. Copper golems grab whatever in there, and they go around and they fill appropriate chests. These work exact same way as the other farms, in the sense that after so many items, like if he puts another golden sword or spear in this chest, it'll just automatically flow through but not take these 3. So it'll always maintain a couple of items in there so these guys know where to put stuff. Oh, I still haven't got honeycombs to wax these guys so they don't. So sometimes you gotta come back here and give these guys a little polish up with your axe. Remember, that's not hitting them with the axe. You're like same as how you do wood. How you shave it or whatever you do it. Deoxidizing, I forget what you call it. Jesus. Been a long day. So these guys process everything. The gold nuggets get crafted into the ingots, and they all end up down here. All the swords, the golden swords and the spears, go into a smelter that is also fueled by bamboo from way over here that minecart's doing. Yeah, that pretty much is what I have done so far in my 669 days on this world. But I'm still not done. I've got some other ideas. I have the smelter that's smelting the swords and such. I also have the mob farm up here, directly up there, that also has swords and things that could be smelted and not just thrown away. So I'd like to make the smelter. Currently it's only capable of doing gold. We're going to make it so that it can do both gold and iron and sort the 2 nuggets out as they get smelted. And this right above me here is where that mob farm is. So the plan is to bring all the goods down from that mob farm, and we're going to employ some more of these copper golem guys and start sorting out those goods. There's one thing I would like to set up, actually 2 things. I'd like to make a crafter system to craft dispensers and pistons. Kind of odd things to try to build a machine for, because cobblestone isn't all that great to get, and you gotta earn it, you gotta work, you gotta dig. But still, anyone that's tried to craft a dispenser or has wanted a quantity of dispensers, like even 16 of the things, is such a nuisance to try and craft into the normal crafting table. So building a machine that did that and also did pistons. Kind of like the TNT machine, where I actually have to go over and say, okay, here's a bunch of redstone dust, spit out a bunch of pistons. You know. And finally, that stage, we want to start closing the place all in. Like I said earlier, we're building the inside first. And we want to start making the outside walls of the castle. Grand entrance from the over there. And then probably at that point I'm gonna go battle the dragon. Okay. Get my wings. Once I get everything going exactly how I want, running the way I want, looking the way I want, I'll move on. I will take off with my rockets, fly off and find a new location, and try to build it all again, but maybe more compact, or maybe I'll do things different. Maybe I could come up with a mini base that just gives you the bare necessities, where this one gives you everything. Just hang out here for a while. Currently, because I'm always here, I'm always working on the system. It's working at peak performance. You know, all the farms keep working, and there's always these guys spawning in, zombified big ones, and adding more gold to the system. Rotten flesh I did, because I do have so many hoppers, it doesn't really make a super long hopper line. I can bring all the rotten flesh up here. Since how I have villagers right here that will buy all that rotten flesh, kind of makes sense. And I believe I should do the same with some sugarcane and run a line of paper so that I can trade with my librarians and get emeralds, and some of them aren't maxed out yet, so it would be kind of good to get everybody all maxed out, and it'd be kind of handy just to use paper. It's I could easily buy all kinds of enchantments and stuff, but I got a chest in there full of enchantment books, and I don't need them anymore. So I think I'm trading papers would be the way to go to get these guys librarians fully traded up. Well, this is why I do what I do. I like building machines. Forces me to think. I always got this notion that your brain's a muscle. You don't use it, you'll lose it. Minecraft forces me to think, rethink, solve problems, figure things out. I follow tutorials. I watch other videos to see how things are done. But for the most part, I just go for it. I just think of an idea that I want to build, and I just start building it. Problem arises, and we deal with it. Kind of like real life. You don't get people unfortunately, instruction books on how to do everything. Any of those thinking about parenthood, and scary proposition. Being an elder, I tell you, there's nothing greater than being a parent. My kids are awesome. All kids are awesome. So, there we have it. 260 net. Well, let's hang out till it's 270 or 670. Excuse me. Oh, right now. 670 days on this world. What do I gotta get? Like 700 and something for 2 years of work. I think we have it done in 2 years. This is a pretty substantial projects for a 2-year time frame. It's going good. So what I do is I build on the fly. No creative practicing. I just come here and start building things and see how things go. If you're looking for block by block tutorial, I'm probably not the video to watch. If you're looking for things in action, I use a hopper, try to explain to you why I do it that way. And I'll continue with the copper golems. How I set them up, why I set them up. And to do it all live. But for now, this is Poppasteves signing off.